Hello, hello. What time is this, you say, Murph? It's either the middle of the night, it's extremely early in the morning, or it's just perfect. It's somewhere in between all of the tree above. I was expecting rugby this Sunday morning, and I said to myself last night, there's going to be rugby on. One must need to arise to, not be awakened by the rugby. And then I realised, to my absolute distress, it's on next weekend. So, coffee loaded, all dolled up to nines and nowhere to go, so I said, it's time to go flying. So we'll call this the dress rehearsal. Do you know when you're having a really nice sleep? You're in a dream that you just don't want the dream to end? You know one of them? It was amazing, and then my alarm went off. And now we're here. So it's time to go flying this morning, or this evening, tonight, or whatever time you guys have. We're on the ground here in San Diego. We're going to be rambling over to 29 Palms, and then we're going to do a nighttime approach into Las Vegas. We're going to check out FlyTampa's rendition of Las Vegas. Ooh, he says. Which should be fun. So, it seemed like a great idea at the time. But yes, so all ready for rugby, go sports, and it's not here. It's a rookie mistake. I hate to see it, but it could be worse. I'm not sure yet, but we'll figure out a way. But I've woken up people, which is a good sign, and I've also kept people from going asleep. Colonel Fork 85, good to see you, my dude. It's 2 o'clock in the morning, man. But congratulations on your stream last night of the Simwings event. It was awesome. Sticky Rice 1982 has rambled in. Good day to you, my dude. Brandon Lowe was here for the moment, and then he said, the wife could kill him. He must return to his slumber. Mr. Hoppy's in the house. He says, considering it's 7 a.m. in Ireland, I imagine Murph rambled into bed fairly early last night and then scrambled to start the stream once his alarm went off. Yes, that is pretty much exactly what happened. Oh, but what can you do? Ace of Spades 1086 is in the house. He says, as a second shifter in the US, I approve. Nice. And many thanks for the follow, my dude. So yeah, it's let's just see what happens here, shall we? Craigie Baby J is here as well. Are you up before your breakfast? Good to see you, my dude. Shuffle Shoes has rambled in. He says, good morning, Murph. Good morning, my dude. It is Sunday. It should be our day of rest. So we'll have a bit of rest. We're here in San Diego. In this machine. Hang on. There we be. The Piper PA-44 Seminole. And we're going to be rambling over to 29 Palms, Kilo Tango November Papa, and from there it's going to be over to Las Vegas, because, well, that's what we do. And I got up all early, and it has to happen. So I don't know what's going to happen. Sikurai says, don't forget the flowers. Well ahead of you, my man. Flowers delivered, the card left on the table. It's all good. And I even said to Mrs. Two-Tone this morning, I was like, when I woke up, I said, wake up, the rugby. She's like, what? I was like, come on, it's rugby. She said, that's next week, Murph. I said, happy Valentine's Day. She said, what are you going to do? I said, well, I'm awake now. It's very windy outside in Ireland, I can't do much. She said, why don't you go flying? I said, that's exactly what I'll do. And then she said, happy Valentine's Day, Murph. Oh, the love is real. Macho's in the house. He says, good morning. Good to see you, my dude. 29 Palms, the bane of the United States Marine Corps, says Colonel Fork. So let's see what happens. So we're here in the Coronado rendition of the Piper PA-44 Seminole. I picked this machine only because the night lighting, well, it's off the hook. This is going to be a nice machine to ramble into the Vegas that is Las. Mr. Hoppy says, next time we go flying in Ireland, I dare you to put on the live weather. I dabbled in it earlier on, and I went to take off and the plane just went whoop. It was like that scene out of the Wizard of Oz. You know the house? That's what happened. It was real and it was terrifying. So, not to delay, if you guys want to join in, we're on the North Europe server. You might fall asleep, or you might be just waking up and the brain hasn't functioned yet, all of which is absolutely okay. But yes, so we're in the Seminole, we're going to start it up and we're going to, well, ramble our way then towards Las Vegas. And it's going to be nighttime when we get up there. Now, I'm using the live real world weather. I just dialed the times back a little bit. So yes, Colonel Fork says, once the sim finishes loading, I'll be there. I could probably do it a fighter escort, if you know what I mean. You guys are dangerous. But yeah, it's very much, let's just ease our way into this one. Because I have my coffee. And, well, it's nice. Ooh. Colonel Fork says, are you running the default models still? I am, but sure, we'll see how it goes. I might turn them off. I was going to fly in Europe, but there's a couple of issues that I've seen when it comes to some of the UK-based airports, which could be maybe an update in progress. So we'll have to wait and see. Billouette is in the house. He says, hi, what's happening? A morning tasty beverage. The morning tasty beverage is coffee with a drop of milk and 2 sugars. Well, it's very milky. It's almost like a latte. Do you take coffee with your milk? It's coffee with milk and 2 sugars. Or as the Americans would say, it's coffee with cream and 2 sweeteners. Highly educated. But that's what we're having. And it's nice. It's doing the job. So we're going to get the Seminole up and running here. I was going to be flying anyway. I have other stuff to be doing. I've, a little bit of beta testing and messing around to do with other planes. But I just said, look, it will go live. It's always fun. They'll either like it or hate it. Keep your comments gentle. Remember, it's morning. Captain Sickbag is in the house. He says, Dia Gwitch, Murph. Top of the morning to you, my dude. Hope all is well. Mr. Happy says, what kind of VIP would you be carrying in a Seminole that require a fighter escort? The one that you just wouldn't imagine. An Irish politician, probably. Hop into the back there, Bertie. You'll be grand. Yeah. 100% it will. Yeah, so we have a flight plan. We have the aircraft loaded in. And as I said, if you guys want to join along with me, absolutely more than welcome. We're on the North Europe server. There's no real rules because, well, there won't be a whole lot of people. So feel free to fly whatever it is you'd like to fly. I was watching yesterday. Yesterday was a busy day for flight sim and watching live streaming. I was working yesterday, but I had the phone on. So we saw the Flying Fabio do, I think it was a 9-hour stream. He went from Dubai up to Berlin. That was for the VATSIM event. That was amazing. He keeps it so cool. I mean, he's just laid back. It's like nothing frazzles him. And then we had Alison Johnson. She did an epic stream, 6 hours or 6 and a bit hours. And then Colonel Fork, near enough the same time, who was showing off what the guys were doing over on Simwings. So it was a very... Oh, and Stuart, Ailerons into Wind, he was streaming as well. It was bananas. I was going to jump on as well for like 10 minutes. A 10-minute stream with maybe Murphbot or something, but no. I advise myself against it. So we get our nav lights and recognition lights here. Get our not our strobe, but our beacon on at the back. We can see the flashage. Yes. Captain Sickbag says, I'll be with you after I've made my porridge. Ooh. What would you have with your porridge? Is it like your flahavins, or is it just like normal porridge? And would you put in maybe... What do people put in porridge? That's like the start of a poem. What do people put in porridge? Say that 10 times really fast. I dare you. For me, porridge... Well, I used to just eat porridge on its own, but like you can put like syrup in it, I think. Or bananas. Could you put pineapple in porridge? We're on to a new thing here. Right Rudder 75 rumbles in. Good morning to you, my dude. Captain Sickbag says, just a sprinkle of porridge. Aha. Right, so our mags are on. Prop goes in. That's grand. Fuel tanks are on. We'll prime the right-hand side. We shall say clearage propage. And we'll go for start. There's a good start in the right engine. Naughty Gnome is in the house. Good to see you, my dude. Good morning. Colonel Fork says, what exactly is porridge? We normally have oatmeal. If you're in the southern, it's grits. Yeah, oatmeal. That's what it is. Basically, unless you put some sort of liquid into it, it's dust. Captain Sickbag says, I meant sugar. The brain will engage after I've eaten. Ah, so he takes a sprinkle of porridge in his sugar. Could you imagine it? Anyway, so the right, good start. We're going to go for the left engine. We'll look at the prop as we just hit the button because it looks amazing. Look. Oh, wouldn't that just give you that feeling? Wouldn't it? There we are. We turn it down slightly because you're probably saying, Murph, come on, cut it out. It's either really early or really late. And the family will go nuts. I am looking forward to this because the night lighting should be somewhat very impressive. So we have almost boiling coffee. Ah. Murph on coffee, who would have thought? He doesn't need coffee. Anyway, so let us ramble over this direction here. So we can probably go via 4 because we'll see after a while. We'll allow it to behave itself. So landing light can come on at this stage. Strobe lights can come on as well. We'll go altitude reporting onto our transponder. We'll go to GPS mode onto our VLOC as well. So all is looking well. Naughty Gnome says, so what did you do right to be flying at this time on Valentine's Day? I thought the rugby was on. So I set my alarm clock to early this morning, and it went off, and it was to Mrs. Two-Tone. She was asleep. I was like, hey, wake up. Huh? Wait, will you wake up? What? What's wrong? The rugby's on. Huh? The rugby, come on, get up. It's time to watch the rugby. And then she said, that's on next week, you big idiot. Oh, whoops. So I was awake and I said, oh, I'm awake now. And then she said, go fly your planes. So I did. Welcome. Those are the events of this morning. I got up, had my shower, rambled down the stairs, had a bit of breakfast, and I'm here now with my coffee in a tasty beverage. The poor old mug doesn't know what's going on. It's like, what is this warm liquid? But yeah, anyway. And flowers and cards, all of that sorted, so like, we're grand. So time-wise, 07:17 on a Sunday morning in Ireland. The last time I've seen this, it was probably after a night out. But I do know Ozflight Simmer is going to be doing a stream at around 10 o'clock Irish time, so we must check it out. Oh, would you look at that? Now, what are you in? I take it you're not in what I think you're in. So if I turn... Let's see what happens here. I hope this doesn't crash the sim. Traffic? Multiplayer. Off. Save. Back. Ooh, did you see the flashage? Flashage, not flashage. You were there a second ago. We'll give it a second. He was there moments ago. Right, we'll ramble forwards and let's see what happens. So we're going to start our taxi. And I'm expecting something dangerous to appear. There it is. Colonel Fork, you're looking mighty. Oh, would you look at the state of that? With the US livery on it. Very fancy. Alison Johnson, good morning. She says, what ho? What ho? Yeah, I woke up early because I thought the rugby was on. My alarm clock went off. Mrs. Two-Tone was asleep beside me, as was her wont. I gave her a nudge, gently, and said, it's morning, it's time for rugby. And well, she called me a big idiot and said, that's on next week. Happy Valentine's Day. And I said, I'm awake now, what'll I do? She goes, go fly your planes and leave me alone. I was like, okay. And then she said to me, Happy Valentine's Day. So yes. Mr. Hoppy says, lovely bottle of Fastino for my 2000... oh, it's 2009. It was a great year for my date tonight. I can't wait to have a sup. Ooh, that's going to be tasty. You're not to share that, Mr. Hoppy. Keep it all for yourself. Have the first sip and say, oh, it's gone bad, and then hide it. Bill says, play with your little planes and let me sleep. I've already heard this one. Yes, we should put that on a t-shirt. Look at this. I absolutely love that Fiat. Isn't it beautiful? Fiat? Fiat. So we're going to Vegas. Vegas. baby. Well, in the sim. And I have the FlyTampa's rendition of it. So we're going to Ramble. I just want to look at the fountains at the Bellagio. That's pretty much what I want to do. So let me see. So one notch of flaps. Squawk is squawking. Lights are on. Power coming in. Mr. Hoppy says, sure, I'm my own date, Murph. Nice. So power is set. Airspeed is alive. That was weird. See a jump? There's 60 knots. We're getting light. Whoop. We're doing the pedals dance. There's 80. Ooh, gently. There we go. Positive rate of climb. It's indicated on our vertical speed. Bring our landing gear in. Ah, Cybo Man Drew has rumbled in. Good to see him, my dude. How are your pedals working out for you? Late early stream, it's 11:20 p.m. here. I said I'd catch you for your evening time festivities. But it's good to see you, my dude. I hope you're keeping very well. He says the Taco Bell ad before this made me hungry for midnight munchies. We don't have Taco Bell here. It's a travesty. Look at him go! Where did who go? There goes the Colonel. He's going to be doing, like, I don't know, escort duties. So to help him out, we better get up to speed. So we're going to fly in the direction of our course. It's an evening time here over San Diego. We're using live world weather, which looks absolutely stunning. Cyberman Drew says, pedals are absolutely fantastic. Isn't it amazing that a set of rudder pedals can actually add so much to your sim? Like, it's crazy. Warhamster's in the house. He says, oh god, I was flying until 23:30, went to bed, alarm at 05:30 for work. Now I am working? Oh, dude. Well, happy Sunday and work, my dude. I hope you're keeping well. You were all the talk of the Simwings project last night. Hammy with his fantastic formation flying. And your voice is instantly recognizable across the airwaves. Fantastic stuff, my dude. What's going to happen today? It's a Sunday and Murph's up at this time. It's all good in the hood. So we're flying first from San Diego up to a place called 29 Palms, KTNP. And then from there we're going to ramble over to Las Vegas. I want to go to the Bellagio. I hear it's nice this time of year. So we're going to get our engines and stuff set, and we'll be getting our autopilot up and running here now shortly as well. So it is going to be nav mode. V-speed, we can continue to climb here at a rate of 700. We can go ahead now and activate the autopilot. And we're going to level off at around 4,000 feet. Warhamster says, I know, I'm getting notions. It's going to happen. It has to happen. Either go for radio or start streaming. It needs to happen, my dude. Cyberman Drew says, San Diego, my old home airspace. I lived there for 13 years and flew out of MIF. Nice. Look at this. The scenery here is, well, we know it's going to be absolutely amazing. Cyberman Drew says, aka 29 Stumps, as we used to call it in the Marines. Been there too many times. Is it nice? Or is it just like, you know, there goes the Colonel. Did you see that, sports fans? So we're going to level off at 4,000. Which is here. That'll do nicely. So we'll keep an eye on our RPM. Engine, pressure, temperatures, all that good stuff is doing what it should be doing. So we're going to Vegas. Bitmonster is in the house. He says, good morning. Sunday morning coffee accompanied by Two-Tone Murphy. This is a new concept. We call it the dress rehearsal. One time is too many times in 29 Palms. Oh dear. So yes, Murphy got his dates wrong. I thought it was rugby weekend. There is rugby on, but not the kind that you have to get up early in the morning. So yeah, we're here and we're flying and it's grand. And Mrs. Two-Tone, she's still asleep, which is a good sign. Or maybe she isn't, I don't know. All I know is my alarm woke her and she probably wasn't impressed. Don't act like you're not impressed. So, if you're waking up, if you want to hop on and do a bit of flying, you guys are more than welcome. You know the drill. It looks very pretty here, doesn't it? Look at the state of that sunset. So we're in the Piper PA-44 Seminole. We've just taken off from San Diego. And we're going to ramble up to 29 Palms, and then it's over to Vegas. We're going for Henderson Executive, just to kind of make it different. Cybo says it's adjacent to the Joshua Tree National Park. Nice. Naughty Gnome has just subscribed. Well, many thanks, my dude. Cheers. Alison says, I can heartily recommend Machine Guns Vegas for a good crack. Is that like a bar, like, or a restaurant, or a casino? What a name for I'm going to Machine Guns. What? Dragon 40 is in the house. He says, when is the sim update? Tuesday. This coming Tuesday, my dude. The 16th. So let's hope it turns out, well, okay. There's something going on. It's either... They pulled the plug on it for the other day. It's either to do with the CRJ, or it's to do with their scenery being broken. Ah, it's a shooting range, says Alison. Aha. Naughty Gnome says, would you look at the state of that? It's amazing. Now, how is Colonel Fork going to keep that aircraft slow enough? If, by the way, you may or may not know, Colonel Fork, there is an additional menu for that aircraft if you want to do the loadout. I imagine he's in VR, actually. Captain Sickbag says, porridge engaged. I'll catch you all up. Nice. Cyberman Drew says, always great views in San Diego. However, the morning marine lair brings visibility to about 0. I could imagine so. Would you look at the fancy flying by Iran, huh? Very nice. It's just like he'll pass you every 2 seconds. Alison says, I had a blast in full auto shooting. The AK-47 bruised my shoulder. The kick was brutal. Ooh. The good old Kalashnikov. I went to a shooting range in Spain. It was more kind of pistol shooting, but it was nice. Pretty cool. I fired a Luger. Cyberman says, you just passed over East Miramar, part of the Marine base I was stationed at. Sweet! Aha! You have to pull it into your shoulder. Yeah. And there's a twist, isn't there? You gotta, like, your right hand and left do opposite twists to keep it all in place. We can see another early rising firefly in the distance. And also a wacko. Wacko. Cyberman says, you're now passing over my friend's house. Hello, friend of Cyberman Drew. We come in peace. Now, I'm flying with the generic models turned off, so who knows what fresh hell this could introduce, but for the moment, it's behaving. So we'll keep it there. So if we bring up our little VFR map, 29 Palms is our first stop. And then it's over to Henderson, and we'll fly around Las Vegas, check out the sights. Colonel Fork says, not in VR, but this is a beast. Nice. Yeah, there's another menu. You have to go into the aircraft files, and it's like the load configurator. You can put on missiles or fuel tanks or all that good stuff. Cyberman said, mind your microphone, Murphy. Cyberman says, had I have known, I would have prepared to join. My missus is asleep too. It's called sneakage in socks. Say nothing, and if you're caught, I was just getting a beverage, or I was just looking up ways for ideas for Valentine's Day. Mr. Hoppy says, Murph. Holy Jesus. Where do we start with this? Lansgale, many thanks for the follow, my dude. Mr. Hoppy says, Murph rubbed his eyes as he woke from his sweet slumber. He smiled. His dream about the Mooney had left him satisfied with a night's sleep. The alarm went off to remind him the rugby was on. The rugby was in fact not on, and Mrs. Two-Tone reminded him, but he got up out of bed anyway to go flying. He felt like rambling over to Las Vegas, so he hopped in his Seminole, and started the engines. He never got tired of the sound of the engine starting. And he wasn't about to act like he wasn't impressed. He rolled down the runway, making sure his power was in. Lights were on, Squawk was squawking, took off, watched the Colonel as he started his escort, and watched the sun rise. He smiled and thought to himself, would you look at the state of that? We'd get an autobiography here at some stage, wouldn't we? Be careful of turbulence once you pass Julian just south of Thermal. It's bumpy as Bigini, he says. Yeah, we'll check it out. So the sun is indeed setting here on the west coast of the United States. Look at that. So it should be pretty much, well, what's that noise? Do you hear it? Sounds like a wacko. There's a something or somebody very close by. Is he beneath us? Wherever he is, he's close. Valentine's flight with Murph. I should have dressed up as the Grinch or something. Valentine's, bah humbug. It's not that bad. Could be worse, but it's not that bad. Oh, it's starting to get bumpy, look. I suspect 4,000 is going to be a bit on the ambitious side to cross the mountains. For bonus points, what is the mountain range? It's 11:32 on the west coast. Yes. But in the sim, it's that time. Ace of Spades says, you're not at 4,000. Are you sure? Well, we're at 4,032. I see. I see what you did there. Captain Cupid. Adjust your pressure, he says. Mr. Hobby says, it'll happen, watch this space, the state of that, the official Two-Tone Murphy biography, out in all good bookstores relatively soon. Would you look at the state of that, or the state of that? That's a great name for a book. The state of that. So, happy Sunday, or, well, if it's still your Saturday, we're in Sunday, and it's fine. We're in the future. Colonel Fork says they are the Sierra. We'll try it in English. They are the Sierra Nevadas. Ooh, very nice. Cybo Man Drew says Ramona Airport is where I used to practice my landings. Nice. I'll refrain from participating. It's too easy. Right, Murph. Suez and Styra, Marshal de Hulle. You know, just in case. Ace of Spades says, I'm flying with you. We're around 2,300. Nice. It'll be interesting. As I said, the night lighting in this aircraft is absolutely fantastic. Oh, we have some fireflies. What time do you call this, you say? It's time to go flying. Ah, Cybermanager says the state of the sim. Fun flights with Murphy. Or Murph Circus. My coffee is getting colder. I'm barely keeping up behind in a wacko. Dragon says, what's your barrow? We look to be 29 or 87 or 88. We'll keep rambling up to 5,000, then we'll lock in the altimeter to that. Uh, 27.99. Again, it's using what the sim is providing it. So if you're looking at an actual METAR, it might be slightly out I don't know what the update time between what Microsoft picks up from Meteo Blue versus a real world meter. So we'll hold 5,000. Cyberman Drew says, scenery still blows me away. I feel like I'm back flying in SD for real. It is very pretty, isn't it? It's beautiful. Dragon says you can contact ATC to get the same meter. Correct. Hang on, it's just updated. No, it's definitely 29 or 2983. B key will auto adjust it for you. Correct and right. Oh, there's bumps here, look. We're picking up the bumpage. So yes. As we flying along, we have an escort. The speed brakes being deployed. That's some fancy flying, my dude. It's like that scene out of Made in America. We've nothing in the plane. They're bags of porridge, or oatmeal. Nothing else. Dragon 40 had said he's stalling. He's doing a heck of a job keeping there. It's a cool looking plane, that, isn't it? Cyberman Drew says, don't say I didn't warn you. The first time I flew out of there, I had to keep one hand on the dash. It was like a roller coaster. Dude. Imagine flying along and then suddenly seeing something like that beside you. Hi. How are you? So to one and all, if you're just joining us, happy Sunday. It's Valentine's Day. Murphy thought the rugby was on and he was sorely mistaken. His alarm went off early, woke up the missus, and she said, "You big idiot, it's next week." So here we are. We're going flying instead. And we're going to Vegas. Now, experience would tell me mountains tend not to get out of your way. Well, you have to get out of their way. That's usually how it works. So we're going to start to climb here once again. Yeah, Cessna 152, as much as I like them, I can't fit in them. It's mathematically impossible. The cranium of the Murph just won't fit. And by cranium, I mean not just my head. Like I'm a biggish dude, so biggish. His name is Biggish. But yeah, I'd fit in it, but no one else would. Like you'd want like a cat or something beside you. Dragon says mixture. Mixture should be okay. We've been leaning it. We can go down here to our EGT just to see, but we're okay at the minute. We still have sufficient power. We need more power, Captain. Hammond Airport has a nice cafe. Ooh. Eggs and bacon. The breakfast of champions. And it's Pancake Tuesday on Tuesday. Just thought I'd put it in there, you know. Who doesn't like pancakes? Pancakes with maple syrup. Ooh. And eggs and bacon. Oh. And if you're lucky, maybe some sausage. Breakfast sausage. Denny is your man. Years ago, we used to have Super Quinn sausages. Don't know why I'm saying that. Just they were nice. Do you know what I mean? They tasted like more. We're still climbing here. And Colonel Fork is there. If we suddenly see him disappear, it's possibly because, you know, he'll fall asleep. It's like, what time is it, dude? It's like, ooh, 0241 in the Colonel's neck of the woods. And he'll wake up tomorrow, well, later today, in a pleshka saying, damn, Murphy. Cyberman says, I had eggs, bacon, potatoes, and French toast this morning. Breakfast time for the win. And so breakfast in Murph's life is usually, you know, a coffee and maybe like either a cereal bar or like a bowl of cereal. I went with Wheatos this morning. Just to be different. They were nice. You know, you can have the fancy breakfast now, like, you know, brown bread, like soda bread, lightly toasted, and I mean only very light, just enough to make it warm and a tiny little bit of crispiness. A small bit of butter, and then maybe poached eggs. But then Alison mentioned Eggs Benedict yesterday, and I've a real hankering for Eggs Benedict now. I can't really make them that well, though. I'll start with Eggs Benedict, and they'll end up as being scrambled. It's just, that's what happens. Simon says, we went to a restaurant now that they opened outdoor dining again. Nice. I have not been to a restaurant, I would say, in about a year. Now, they still deliver food, which is great. Mr. Happy says, Super Quinn sausages were the best, but Super Value's range of own brand products are fairly decent as well. Ooh. Captain Sickback says, my joystick has suddenly become super sensitive, so much so I can't fly. Any idea what's up? Have you anything else plugged in? Cyberman says, I want cereal, but I've no milk now. Oh dear. Alison says, I may have mentioned it a lot. Guess what's for breakfast? Are you having Eggs Benedict this morning? Oh. Murphisjealous.com. Speaking of .com, we have a new website, twotonmurphy.com, and you can pick up some liveries and sceneries and stuff. So be sure to check it out. Captain Sickback says, nothing changed since I last used it on Friday. And is it plugged into the same ports, all that kind of stuff? Alison says, I am. She is. She's having eggs. Now, what do you have with your Eggs Benedict? No doubt maybe a piece of bread, maybe brown bread. That could be nice. And some sort of tasty beverage for the morning. Be it OJ or AJ. Captain Sickback says, yeah, it's all the same. Yeah, maybe just try a restart. Cybo says, that's it, I'm making a midnight snack. Too much food talk. You have to love the midnight snacks. I'm hungry already and it's breakfast time. A bowl of cereal now and thinking of Eggs Benedict. Where did who go? Look at the speed of him. There he goes, away into the distance. This is very pretty. Well, it's we can't see much. Muffins, OJ, and coffee. Oh, muffins. Do you know what would be... Hang on. Now that I'm thinking about it, do you know what would be fantastic? A toasted bagel. Oh, yeah. A toasted bagel would be nice right about now. So we're about halfway there to our first stop, over to 29 Palms. There's no real kind of method to me madness. It's just, we're going flying this direction and let's see what happens. Mr. Hoppy says, anyone else just dry or eat dry cereal as a midnight snack sometimes? It depends on what your cereal is. I've been one to munch on some Cheerios. Do you remember Weetabix did like these kind of chocolate chip Weetabix things? The Weetabix Mini? They were nice.
That's a big 10-4, good buddy.
MJ Daiso has just subscribed. Many thanks, my dude. Happy Sunday to you. Alison says, my other half snacks on dry cereal. It's just nice. It is nice. Do you know, you can't, there's no denying it. It's tasty. So, yeah, bonus stream, we're live on Twitch. I just said I'd ramble in, and I was looking to see who else was online this morning. There's a few people streaming Microsoft Flight Sim, which is grand. But we're kind of up there. Doing our thing, as what we do. Dragon said, who is going to watch the new Top Gun? I think the relevant question, who's not going to watch it? Because they will be vanished from the lands. Can't wait for that new movie. There's a good chance I'll watch the first one today. I reckon it will be good. Like, from some of the scenes we've seen, like your man playing the piano and all that, it's like, really? You're doing that again? But at the same idea, at the same time, they have, you know, modern jets. Dragon says, I've watched it 3 times since last summer. Naughty Gnome says, ooh, that's a good idea, Murph. I know, right? Top Gun followed by the Battle of Britain, and maybe then just to kind of bring up the afternoon matinee. What'd be good to watch? 1917, the movie. It's over on Prime Video, if you guys have that. We're picking up some bumpage. As the sun has set here. Dam Busters. Or Mosquito Squadron. Or 633 Squadron. Oh, it's going to happen today, Naughty Gnome. We shall spend the day watching the the aviation historical movies, for want of a better word. Dragon 40 says, Top Shots. Oh yeah, I could watch. Oh, I might watch Airplane actually. Or Hot Shots. Dunkirk, yeah. Dunkirk is good. The Strukas with the Spitfires and all that. Did anyone watch Hurricane? Or Hurricane Squadron? It was a relatively new movie. I don't know if it was any good. I don't know. It could be good. Mr. Hoppy says, if Tom Cruise lost all of his teeth before filming, would it be called Top Gum? Holy moly, look at this. We have thermal activity. We're getting thrown around the place. If we were in a 152 now, we'd have to have one hand on the dashboard, and it'll feel like a roller coaster. Dragon says, I missed Discovery Wings channel. Am I alone? No, I remember that. That used to be brilliant. So we're flying over La Quinta here at the minute as we ramble over the Palm Desert neck of the woods. Palm Springs is away off here on our left hand side. Ace of Spades says, bit of a roller coaster in the pits. Many thanks for the follow, Dragon. Cheers to you, my dude. Discovery Wings, like, apart from the documentaries, they used to show the movies as well. Remember that? It could just be like a random Saturday, and next thing, like, an epic movie would be on. You'd be just like, yes! Or the history of the ME-262. Yeah, that was brilliant. Mr. Hoppy says, there's a channel on YouTube called Mustard that primarily deals with aviation-related topics in mini documentaries. I highly recommend it if you like Discovery Wings. Nice! We'll have to check it out. And let's hope it's not a ruse. You know, it's a channel all about mustard. You can put mustard on your ham sandwiches. You can put mustard in your custard. Yeah, I'll have to check it out, dude. Many thanks for the suggestion. Look at the state of that. Isn't that pretty? It's like flying over a city's skylines. Well, it is technically a city skyline, but you know what I mean. Look at the fancy square, look. That's amazing. It's just so pretty. This sim is just ridiculous how nice it is. Bill says, yeah, saw some of these. Well documented and very interesting. Nice. So if you've just woken up, or indeed it's still nighttime, welcome to 99.9 Murph Radio, the breakfast show. I set my alarm clock to watch rugby, only to be told there's no rugby. Whoops. But it's okay, we're here now. Look at the lighting in this thing, isn't it absolutely stunning? We can probably start descending here, Murph. Dragon says, first time I flew in the front seat at night, I was getting a new Piper P100i from Piper in Florida. Oh, wow. I would absolutely love to go flying in the US. GA. Daytime, nighttime, the whole lot. I'd love to do it. Like, air travel in the United States, it's so much different than it is here in Ireland. Like, it's, you know, our island is tiny. You're 2 hours from any coast, kinda. Maybe 3 hours north to south. There's a bit more of it in the UK, alright. But in the United States, flying it's a necessity. It's awesome. Naughty Gnome says, oh man, the new puppy just managed to jump on the sofa. He's been too small to do that up until now. Engage chaos mode. Colonel Fork says, were you ever a fan of the original Rainbow Six games? Oh, absolutely. I used to love them. Hampus Merling is in the house. Good to see you, my dude. He says you're live early. Good morning. How are you, my dude? Happy Sunday to you. Cyberman Drew says, if you come out here when I eventually get my own plane, we'll go up. Cyberman, that sounds like a deal. I will provide the slapped-jawed, laughing, wisecrack jokes. And maybe some, well, I'll try and make some jokes. You provide the plane. Cornfork says, check out my post on miscellaneous games on Discord. Yeah, I had a quick look at it. Now, I haven't played Rainbow Six in years. The last Rainbow Six game I played, was probably, what was the one with your man Sam in it? It was, this is really old. Rainbow Six, he was like the agent fella. Dragon says, anyone watch Ludix Aviation on YouTube? I don't think I came across him yet. Hamba says, doing good, hustling like yourself, although you have a bit of a better view than I right now. Splinter Cell, sorry, yeah, that's the one. Damage Case, good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening. That was Splinter Cell with Sam Fisher, that's the one. I have Wildlands, but they're all Ghost Recon, isn't it? But Sam Fisher is in Wildlands. I'm almost certain they said Sam Fisher. I remember playing Rainbow Six years ago. It was like Rainbow Six 2. That'll tell you how old it is. So I haven't gone near any of the modern ones. Damage Case says, it's all the same in the end. It kind of is. It's the pew pew kind of thing. Yeah, we might get a bit of Rainbow Six started up. I used to love it, the really old versions of it, like they were miles ahead of their time. Like you could absolutely customize the entire rig out, from the uniforms, the weapons, and gadgets. It was just fantastic. Dama says I had the best lighting at the time. I remember it did look incredibly good. I never played any of the modern ones, they're not terrible. I must give them a shot. So we're going to be getting close. We're just coming over the mountains here, and then they'll be down to KTNP, or 29 Palms. Damage says, Splinter Cell, you had to hide in the shadows. Yes. Chronofork says, you'll like what I posted. It was made by some of the original developers. Ah, sweet. Yeah, they kind of like the Tom Clancy range, the older stuff. Used to be amazing. Some of the newer stuff, yeah, I don't know. Like, I've been having a lot of fun in Ghost Recon Wildlands. Like, it's fun. Leave your brain at the door and just in you go. And, you know, I like that there is an awful lot of, you know, customization. I was about to say customability. Hang on, Murph, is this coffee on? It is, but it's gone cold. Cold coffee. But yeah, no, they were good, like. And Wildlands is a lot of fun. I mean, you can go driving, there's bikes, it's fun. Colonel Fork says, it plays like the old Rainbow Six games. You're after planting a seed that I shall have to put water and watch it grow. I'll check him out today, for sure. But yeah, it was mad. All the try that again. All the long live streams yesterday. It was crazy. Damon says, I'd like a new Siphon Filter game. Siphon Filter. I'm trying to remember that one. Siphon. The name is ringing a bell. Sticky Ray says, put some ice in it and some Kahlua, and you'll have yourself a fantastic iced coffee. Ooh. Siphon Filter. Was that the one, like, you were a cop or something and they had the SOCOM in it? Was that the one? Alison is still tired. Ah. Oh. I reckon you should have breakfast in bed. Even though you did like a 6 or 7 hour stream yesterday. You're tired. You're tuckered out from all the flying. Oh, the game with the overpowered taser. Yes. I remember that. Siphon Filter. That was like Xbox or something. There are no more lights out the windscreen. The West is so vast. It absolutely is. It's just like nothingness. There's a bit of stuff here. Like, this is going to be kind of mad flying. I'm looking forward to getting into Vegas though at nighttime. Ooh, Cyberman Drew. He's making grilled cheese with a side of kettle chips. That sounds amazing. How many we got in the chat? We've 38 people watching us. Cyberman, you have to make 38 portions. Sticky Rice had breakfast in bed once, but all the crumbs made my back itchy. There's nothing worse. Now, I do believe that's our little airport ahead of us. It is. So we can make straight in on the narrow runway because is there lights on it? And we'll get parking up here. So this is going to be the first part. So autopilot can come off now, Murph. So our landing lights and all that good stuff are on. Still quite bumpy here. I want mine with a side of beer, says Dragon. Cyberman says, I only have 2 slices of bread left. Oh. Denied. Unlucky. Unlucky. So we're rambling over towards 29 Palms. Kilo Tango November Papa. It's proper nighttime. It's dark. Whose idea was this? But it's going to be interesting to see how bright it gets once we ramble over Vegas. This is going to be fun. You tune into the channel from the light to the airport and key them on. Is that active in the sim? I went to Aldi for the first time today. Just opened in December. I know it's popular in Europe. Guess I should have got bread. Aldi's huge here. Yeah. We've Aldis everywhere. And Lidl. Lidl Aldi. I think they have a Lidl in... or Lidl in Australia, and Aldi have gone into the US. Do they have like all European foods, or is it all like American foods under the Aldi brand? As in, over here we have like the adjacent foods. It's a little bit like Epidemic Sound. It sounds like it. It sounds very familiar. It just isn't it. European food is in Australia. Nice. I'll send you a muffin, Drew. Alison with the muffins. Do you know the Muffin Man? I do have hobnobs though. You can't say no to hobnobs. I did chocolate hobnobs. So we'll continue our descent here. Fairly steepage. The one with the gumdrop buttons? Well, she's married to the Muffin Man. The Muffin Man? John Lithgow, there's an accent. Yes, run, run, run. I can't do it. I do know the Muffin Man. Not the chocolate chip ones, I wish. Here's one for you. If you have hobnobs that are just like, you know, plain old hobnobs, have Nutella. It'll change your life forever. As we deploy our landing gear, face cam on for the dramatic effect as we're really high here. We're going to try and land it. It's super bumpy and I'm just keeping an eye on those lights. Holy moly, the bumps. Let's see what a cup of coffee can do to our flight awareness. We shall see. K Bell is in the house. Good morning to you, my dude. Or good evening, depending on your location. Cyberman has Nutella. Oh yeah, Nutella on hobnobs. Thank me later. And if you want to be really fancy, put some Nutella on your hobnobs, put them in the freezer for about an hour. No, about 30 minutes in the freezer. 30 minutes into the freezer. Yep. Telling you. Just turned morning for K-Bell. Good morning to you, my dude. Happy Sunday. Many thanks for joining us. We're here about to do a landing into 29 Palms, and then we're going to head to Vegas. It's super bumpy and windy. So we're going to try, at least, and put this machine down safely. I say try. It's so bumpy, it's not even funny. Whoopsie daisy. The sideways landing is always going to be good. Watch the flare. Keep it on the runway, Murph. The wind is just doing all sorts of crazy. Look at the state of this. Hit the runway, Murph. Hit the runway, Murph. And slip. There we go. Kind of almost nearly. Oh, don't go off the runway. Did you see the state of that? Minus 105 feet per minute. We need more coffee. We're down anyway. That's the main thing. But like... Do you know what I mean? We shall exit just here. Go down and get ourselves taxied onto the ramp and chill out there for a minute. The airfield is run by the expeditionary ATC detachment that I worked with. Nice. Well, very kind of them for having the lights on. Nothing is on fire. It's all good. It wasn't my worst one, but like that wind coming in, that was crazy. He's two-tone Murphy. He don't need no clearance, says Mr. Hoppy. Yeah, just come on the airways. This is Murph. You know what to do. And then like the scenes of just, yeah. It's dark as heck out there at night. It absolutely is. Alison says, be right back. I need coffee. Damage K says, must be a Marine ATC. Is it a military airbase or is it... I thought it was civvy, no? Ah. Ugh, cold coffee. There's only one thing worse than cold coffee. More cold coffee. Now, Murph. I'll go straight on. I was in the Navy. I went to ATC school in is it Pensacola? Sweet. Naughty Gnome says, I flew out of Shannon yesterday with live weather, 20 knot crosswind. It was hairy. Yeah, the Ireland and UK, Ireland and the UK are getting absolutely, what's in that coffee? Are getting bashed out of it. It's very windy. The wind is only howling. So if you're waking up and you're in the parts of the UK or Ireland, stay in bed, don't go out. Don't take unnecessary journeys or risks. Mr. Hoppy says, Air Force One makes way for two-tone. That's how little clearance he needs. Chuck Norris makes clearance. Oh, the state of it. So we'll just park in here on the left, I suppose. Over by the fuel depot. So it's night time. We'll go in and, well, we'll get a grilled cheese and a muffin. Sounds like a plan. Naughty Gnome says, it's quiet this morning in Sheffield. Wind is gone, but it's supposed to pick up later. It's proper windy here at the moment. So, parking brake comes on. Over to our lights now. Turn off our landing lights. Beacon strobes, they can come off. They're okay. Radio master, that's all fine. Go ahead and kill the transponder. Avionics come off. And engines off. Nice. We have arrived. So there's the first leg done. I'm going to jump back out and do a little restart. So yes, it is Sunday morning. If you're tuning in, you're probably saying, what is he doing here? I thought the rugby was on this weekend. My alarm clock went off early this morning. As I awoke, I realised Mrs. Two-Tone was asleep in the bed. And I said, hey, wake up. Huh? Wake up, will you? Wake up. She goes, what's wrong with you? I said, the rugby is on. It's time to wake up. And she looked into my eyes. You're an idiot. Huh? You big idiot. It's next week. Happy Valentine's Day. So I said, I'm awake, I'm up. What do I do? She says, why don't you go fly your planes? I said, okay. And then she said, happy Valentine's Day. Oh! Result. Early morning flying. Aidan Coe's in the house. Good morning to you, my dude. Captain Sickbag says, my Thrustmaster Airbus stick is not working properly. Not sure what's up. I've even installed and reinstalled the drivers, but it's still way too sensitive. Ah. Maybe just go back into your sensitivities in the sim and dial them back manually. I don't know why that would happen, unless there's some sort of a hardware change, be it firmware got updated or some other hardware component, maybe on your USB, was updated. Is it on USB 2 or 3? Try it on USB 2. Cybo says, what a nice Valentine's Day gift from Mrs. Two-Tone. Yes. The legend that is. There's got to be room for more coffee. So if you guys would like to join in, we're going to be on the ground over at 29 Palms. That's Kilo Tango November Papa. And we're going to be heading over to Las Vegas, Nevada. Vegas, baby! How romantic is that? I know, right? We're going to Vegas to see what we can see, to do what we can't, jump on the good foot and do the bad thing. So if you're waking up, happy Sunday. If it's evening time, because I know OzFlight is going to be on in a while, well, happy Sunday evening. And if you're on the other side of the planet in America, good evening or good night. Damage Case says, what server are you guys on? We shall be on the North Europe server, my dude. So if you put in like exclamation mark route or exclamation mark aircraft, exclamation mark drink, exclamation mark stuff, whatever. There's a couple of commands. I must put them up. I'll put them up on the... I have to do a thing later. In the About section on Twitch, I'll update what the commands are. We also have Two Tone Murphy Bingo. Bingo. The prize is you win a prize. You ask, what is the prize? You get to play again. All sorts of tunage. Ain't it nice? Now, let's see. Close that. Open this. Open that. Grab this. Oh, yeah. Good morning. It's Sunday. Your day is about to begin. Could you honestly imagine if I did radio? Local weather is warm in bed, cold outside. You gotta stay in bed. Put the kettle on. Make a tasty brew. And if anyone says you have to get up and go outside, I will fight them. KHND. It's one of them sort of songs, isn't it? Can you feel it, sports fans? Uh-huh. We're going to Vegas. This music is amazing. The Two-Tone Morning Show with cold coffee. Cybo says, Murph, you should make a random snack generator triggered by snack. I need to find my biro. That's important. Oh. That is going into my little black book of notes. Exclamation mark snack. Uh-huh. So if you guys would like to join in, we are on the North Europe server. We're going to Vegas. Cybo says, yeah, have me making coffee at 12:15 in the middle of the night. It's okay. Because we're going to Vegas. Everything's okay if we're going to Vegas. Although the music is a bit like the Two-Tone Murphy quiz show. Yeah, absolutely. Captain Sickback says, oh, there's nothing appearing on the sensitivity section. Oh, dude. Ibuprofen's in the house. Good morning to you, Kendra. She says morning and see you later. I have now a real dog walk in the cold. Ooh. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. It's gonna happen. Are you feeling the groove though? With our nighttime flying? Indeed we are. There we go. Who be this flying? It's a wacko. Ooh. Nicely done. Oh, two wackos. Hey, two wackos don't make a right. Oh! He's on fire. Dragon 40 is away. Colonel Fork says, suggest runway 26 for departure. Agreed. Right, stand by. I'm going to run off and get a coffee. We shall leave. Let me see. Who should be in charge of the madness? Cyberman Drew says, I decided to opt in for hot chocolate instead, since we were talking about chocolate earlier. Nice. Okay, Cyberman Drew, you're in charge until I return. Make sure everyone behaves themselves. Get a tasty beverage or an early morning brew of choice, and we'll see you in about 2 shakes of a llama's tail. Good morning. Cheers. Dazza T. Arab is in the house. Good morning to you, Dazza. Hope you're keeping well, my dude. You're very welcome along. Well, the story behind it. Murph got up this morning early, as was his wont. Alarm clock was set, and it went off. And when I woke up, Mrs. Two-Tone was still asleep. And I was like, hey, wake up. What? She doesn't sound like that. She'll kill me. Wake up. What's wrong with you? I said, the rugby is on. You need to get up. And she looked at me deep into my eyes this beautiful Valentine's morning, and she said, you big idiot, it's next week. Oh. So I said, right, what do I do? She says, go fly your planes. So here we are. We're flying our planes. So we're on the ground here in 29 Palms, Kilo Tango, November Papa. And we're going to be heading up to Vegas, baby, which is Henderson Executive Airport, rather. So we'll check it out and see what happens. It's it's nighttime, as you can see, but it's going to be interesting to see how the nighttime gets bright when we get to Vegas. Do you know what I mean? Captain Sickback says, for some reason, my ailerons and elevator axis seem to be acting as if they're buttons, just on or off. Nothing else showing up in the display other than all or nothing. Rudder control is fine, though. That's very strange. Are there any, like, buttons or switches on the joystick itself, no? Sounds strange. Right, so we're going to get our magnetos turned on. Magneto. And we have fuel gadgets down here somewhere. Look at this. TK Mobile, many thanks for the follow, my dude. There's fuel tanks down here and I can't see them, so we'll just use let there be light. It's handy that we have that flashlight or torch on our head, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? For moments like this, it's important. So reset our barrow here. Yes, that's all fine. Prop is in full. Clear prop. Ooh, the engine has started. Damage says the Wacko is difficult to taxi. It is. Make sure you keep the stick pulled back. Left engine. Ooh. Hey, good buddy. Ice, he says, Jess, you're up and it's early. I thought the rugby was on. I got up early, woke up Mrs. Two-Tone. She was not impressed. I was like, the rugby is on. She said, you big idiot, it's next week. I said, what do I do? I'm all awake now. She says, go flying. No, she didn't. She said, go fly. Actually, it was a real case of go fly your planes. I was like, okay, whoa. I'll go fly my planes and I'll enjoy it. So that's what we're doing. We're going to fly our planes. Everyone behaved. Nice. Captain Sickback says, okay, I'll just sit back, relax, and with coffee and watch and try a few things later. Cool. Chilled Corky is in the house. Good morning, my dude. Colonel Fork definitely didn't behave. To ask Colonel Fork to behave is like asking a fish to, like, get out of the water. I just wasn't caught. Naughty Gnome says, are you on the grass? Probably. We're dangerous. And yes, we're on the grass. So we'll get off the grass now shortly. So altitude mode over here. Lights are doing their lighty things. Squawk is squawking. Close the guards off our mags. Lights are on. GPS mode engaged. Brakes coming off. And we'll ramble towards the active. What's out this way? You're on the road, Murphy. Nothing to see here, friends. Where's the button? It's totally fine. We've got this. Let's hope, like, the ground is very, like, you know, smooth. LK2 programs in the house. He says, hey, Murph. Are you at Kaysan? My fiance and I drove down to San Diego today for the long weekend. Drove past Kaysan, walking on the beach today. We saw many military planes on approach. Nice! We left Kaysan earlier on, so we're now up in 29 Palms, and we're going to be heading up over to Las Vegas. That's fantastic, dude. Cyberman Drew says, there is no grass at 29 Palms. Yes. There's, it could be fake grass. Grass adjacent. The ground is soft sand out there. I see. So it's going to be runway 26 for takeoff, or departure. And we're going to be flying then to Vegas. Including an Osprey. Nice! Hello. I've yet to... who be this? Naughty Gnome has just gifted a tier 1 subscription. Well, many thanks, my dude. And a big welcome to... Who got it? Who's the winning participant or recipient? Ben Vanat, or Vanot. Welcome, my dude. Many thanks, Naughty Gnome. Very kind of you. Now. Colonel Fork says, I've yet to hear a single Marine say anything nice about 29 Palms. Is it really that bad? Do they have, like, a gift shop? Can you buy stuff? I wonder. Is the Wacko and... Oh, the guys are letting me go, look. Okay. Don't mind me. Hot stuff coming through. Don't mind him. It's grand. Totally fine. Right, Murph. One notch of flaps. There's, like, way too much excitement here for your morning. Could you imagine? Good morning! It's time to wake up! Or it's nighttime. Good night. Sleep tight. Colonel Fork says, yeah, it's something to the effect of where morale goes to die. Really? They should send us over there for the weekend. We'd fix that. Having the crack with the flying circus. Right. Power coming in. Do you hear the hummage of that engine? Ooh, windage. Windage, Murph. Ailerons into the wind. Hold the thing where you need to. And airborne. Ooh. Colonel Fork said, I suggest runway 26. That was a doozy. So, landing gear coming in. We're flying sideways again. The wind is like doing serious things here. We got up anyway. We left our, you know, whatever we left behind us. Our sanity. We're airborne, that's the main thing. So got ourselves trimmed out here, gained a bit of altitude, circled the area because we have a couple of fireflies with us. And then we're going to Vegas. Who else is excited? I can't wait. The suspense is real. Now let me see. Heading mode, yes. Vertical speed. Yes. And autopilot on. Spids91 is here. Good to see you, my dude. Between lockdown night shifts and seeing you online at this time, I got very confused about the time of day. Sorry, my dude. I thought there was rugby on, and well, my alarm went off early this morning, and Mrs. Two-Tone was not impressed. She said, what are you doing? I said, wake up, the rugby is on. As she looked deep into my eyes this Valentine's morning, she said, you big idiot, it's on next weekend. So I'm here. Simon Andrew says, it's the desert, it gets windy, lots of windmill farms out that way. Aha. So, we're doing some flying, and I do believe we have, well, we have the fireflies. Spin around and let's see them. Hello, fireflies. Spit says, enjoy the flight at least. Oh yeah. So keep an eye on things here, Murph. Stay away from the mountains. They'll hurt a lot. Anyone know when the 3080 Ti is coming out? I still can't get a regular one, and people are saying to wait. No idea, dude. Damage K says the Wacko's flashlight is broken. Ooh, danger, danger. So we'll turn on course. This is going to be pretty. So we're pretty much just going to fly straight up to Henderson. This is Las Vegas here. This is going to look amazing in the distance. Did you charge the batteries? Ah. It's a rookie mistake. I hate to see it. So we'll continue our climb here. It's looking kind of decent. So we can see the fireflies behind us in the distance. Them little dots, each of them is a firefly. They're flying along with us. Actually, this is going to be interesting. If you're flying with us in the chat, do press now the number 2. I reckon I can count them on one hand. Poor Keen Lafford is missing the easiest shift he'll ever have. We have 7 plus a Murph. We've 8. 8 Fireflies. It's like the advanced party. So we're continuing our climb. Just under an hour to go. This is going to be absolutely insane. So at the moment, the horizons are dark. For how long is the question? Sticky Rice just sent me through something on Discord. It's Vietnamese iced coffee and it looks absolutely amazing. What altitude are we going to cruise at? I reckon 7,000 should get us. Famous last words. LK2 says, my girlfriend wouldn't let me bring my flight deck to the hotel. Aww. Could you imagine? Yes, darling, you go for dinner. I'll be down in a while. Everything's fine. I just need to do some work. She'd totally understand. So we're going to wait for the altimeter to get up to 7,000. And then on our autopilot panel on the bottom right, we're just going to click ALT. Nothing like a nice chilled out flight to Vegas on a Sunday morning when you mistakenly got up too early. Right, so that's locked in. We do have a lot of terrain about, so we might have to adjust our altimeter shortly. But as the crow flies, we're about an hour away. So I also released a video on YouTube this morning at 8 o'clock, 30 minutes ago. It's going to be very basic for some, but it might be helpful for others. It's basically a startup guide for a Cessna 172. Rather than pressing the Control and E button, I want to do a series whereby we'll take you through the startup procedure for each and every aircraft in the sim. Coley205 has rumbled in. Good morning to you, my dude. Happy Sunday. Good to see you. So there's not much to see at the minute, but there will be. We're heading to Vegas. Could you imagine if we actually all went to Vegas one day? Could you imagine the crack we would have? I got the bin, but it wasn't with a can this time. Many thanks, LK2 Program, for the subscribe, my dude. Welcome to the Flying Circus. TBM next. Yeah, well, I know Lukester has done a series as well, and he's done the A320, and he's done one or two others as well, so probably between the two of us we'll have the whole thing set out. But I very much, because we're streaming more now on Twitch, I want to use YouTube a bit more for videos and hopefully stuff that's going to help you guys. So I said I'd start at the beginning. How does one start an airplane? Start the engines at least, and we'll progress it from there. Then the plan is over time, start teaching some real world procedures, a bit of navigation and flying VOR and IFR and VFR and the devil knows what. We're flying sideways with this wind. But it does look very pretty, even at night time. Well, this is kind of cool. So on Twitch, we are the most watched channel this morning for Flight Simulator. This is handy. An anonymous gifter has given LK to program a tier 1 sub. Well, many thanks. The anonymous gifter. The hero shall never reveal his name. Random act of kindness and then withdraws. Colonel Fork says, which I had a C-182 with a steam gauge. Well, they had it back in X-Plane, I think. Oh no, they didn't. A2A did a steam gauged 182. It was amazing. So we're pretty much over the desert now. Not much to see for the moment. Larson2022 is in the house. Good to see him, my dude. He says, hi, we're from Fireflies. Have a great Sunday Valentine flight. Absolutely. We're here by, well, I won't say mistake, but set the alarm off early this morning in anticipation we'd be having rugby that Mrs. Two-Tone would be watching, in which that would be my cue to exit stage left. My alarm clock went off, as was the plan, only to be told I was a big idiot. It's next week. Whoops. So I got up, and here I am. Good morning, or good evening. And we're drinking coffee. My second cup. Who knows what's going to happen? The caffeine is real. I just burnt my tongue. Captain Sickbag says, okay, finally it's working. Just removed the stick in the Windows settings, reinstalled it and it worked. Very strange, but then so am I. Well, I'm delighted it's working, dude. There's nothing worse when hardware or software just says, no. And then you're like, oh. LK2 Program says, I've been subscribed for a few weeks now. I've flown on 3 of your flights with the Fireflies, including yesterday's Liverpool flight. Ah. You see, if I had my notes, I'd read them out, but I've Friday night's notes. I didn't do any notes for this morning. But if I didn't say welcome, now you're welcome. And if I've already said welcome, well, you're still welcome. It's Sunday morning. On that Sunday morning sidewalk? There's a tune. We don't have it, though. Do we have the adjacent version? Hang on. What else do we have there now? Because it's... Well, hang on. YouTube sub isn't a sub on Twitch. It works a bit differently. See? It made total sense. Until suddenly it didn't. A YouTube sub is the same as a follow on Twitch. Indeed. Anyway. What's this button do? Yep. We're feeling it. That piece of music is going to help us through the night. As we can kind of make out some stuff. See the moon? I'll bring you the moon. Put a big lasso around it. LK Program says, on the infamous CTD leg, indeed. So we have our Fireflies to the south of us. We've 7 or 8 peoples flying along. Flight time is now 45 minutes away from Las Vegas. We're going to be doing a grand tour of the city. We have the FlyTampa Las Vegas installed. This could be fun. Could you imagine it, sports fans? Current altitude is sitting around 7,000 feet. Indicated airspeed is 150 knots, giving us 133 over the ground. We're at a heading of 356 degrees. So a quick check on our instruments. Oil temperature, cylinder head temperature, fuel pressure and fuel quantities all okay. We're looking good. All you can see is just like the cockpit panel. There's like nothing else to see. Unless we go outside. And then we can see the fireflies. All we're missing is the ATC. Absolutely. Now, for those of you who are planning on flying today, what can we expect? Well, Oz Flight Simmer should be live in about 1 hour 20 minutes. He's flying in South Africa in a 747. There will be a Join FS session on today at 1700 Zulu time on the Two-Tone Murphy Flying Circus server at Echo India November, Shannon Airport. And then Colonel Fork 85 will be hopefully back on this evening with his Sunday night stream. Then next week, Monday night, we're back in India on YouTube for our India special. Wednesday, we're going to focus on the UK-Ireland update, and we'll probably do the same again on Friday. Colonel Fork will be on in roughly 11 hours. Oh dear. So keep an eye on our VFR map. We're flying sideways, look. I just can't wait to see the horizon brighten up with the lights from Vegas. We'll make it challenging now for those who are maybe very late in the evening. Ah, yes. 5 or so for sleep, a couple to sort the flight plan, an hour to get prepped. Should be fine. The force is strong in that man. Welcome to Nighttime Simulator. Well, let's see what we can find out information-wise. So if we go over here and press function, we can see the outside air temperature is 4 degrees. We can start a countdown. How do we do this again? Many buttons, Murph. Many buttons. So is the caffeine. You even shook it before you drank it. So, what do you guys do on a Valentine's Day? Will some be cooking at home? Maybe some are going out to restaurants? Same thing I do every day. Captain Zigflag says, weep. The music, it's so beautiful. But I think I'm going to be watching movies today. Maybe Top Gun, maybe Hot Shots, maybe Airplane, maybe The Dam Busters. I don't know. Or I might play some truck sim. You know, just to kind of... Actually, you can drive up here in American Truck Sim. San Diego to Vegas. That could be interesting. There's an idea for a dual stream. A race. Larson says, enjoyed the flight, have to go for breakfast. See you guys tomorrow. You have a fantastic day, Larson. Many thanks for stopping by, my dude. So, 36 minutes out, still the horizon, no change. For the moment. Sir Blackie a lot is in the house, good to see you, my dude, happy Sunday. He says, Murph, do you play much American Truck Sim? I haven't done an awful lot, but I want to. I have it installed, I have most of the regions. I'm waiting on a Track IR to arrive. The Track IR 4 that I have, and it just has the hat clip, so I'm just waiting to get the Track IR 5. It should be with me hopefully this week. If it is, my plan is to do a lot more. So, dude, I might be asking you for some helpage with some liveries. I think for me, I want to start with a bit of American Truck Sim, only because, well, why wouldn't you? I want to explore the US, but then also we have Euro Truck Sim as well. They didn't include Ireland in it. Like, what? Opportunity missed. But they do have the UK, they do have most of Europe in it, so that could be interesting. The Iberia add-on should be released in the coming months. Looking forward to that. Espanol. We gotta figure out a name. Would it be TTM Logs? The Logs. That could be interesting. Plus, there's also multiplayer. Now, I don't know how good Truck Sim is for multiplayer. Like, can we get a convoy? The dude who makes noises, your man who calls out the alerts. Hey, good buddy. He's going to have a field day with this. Think of all the fun he's going to have. He'll be hoarse. Luggage haulage. Gotta get Truckers multiplayer. Oh yeah. Oh, like it's an add-on, is it? I need to be educated in the way of Truck Sim. I'd be watching a lot of Squirrel and Jeff Faviano, so let's see what they can do. So Blackie that says, yeah, I can help you with that. If you have the Pro Mods map, Ireland's in it. Ah, nice. Yeah, I might do a bit of Truck Sim today. I might even stream it if you guys want to watch. It's called Truckers MP. Okay, and where do you get it? Is it in the marketplace on Steam, or is it similar to the Pro Mods add-on? I'm currently running in the beta 1.4 because I think the new lighting engine they have is superb. Don't mix your multiplayer profile and your single player profile. Ah, okay. So if we had the Truckers MP, could we use that with the other gadget? What's it called? What's it called? The Pro Mods. Yeah. Does it work with Pro Mods? That could be interesting. It's a separate thing. You just got to go to its webpage. Same name. Ah, okay. Hang on. I need to write this stuff down. This is like learning for the Murph. And it's morning time. The brain doesn't function. Yes to Pro Mods. Okay, so I got to get Pro Mods. And the Pro Mods works with the beta 1.4, yeah? So Pro Mods and Truckers MP. And it like... yes to Pro... No, it doesn't work. Oh, dear. Okay, well, we'll dabble in it and see what happens. But as I said, like, it's... I don't know when 1.4 is going to be final. It looks fairly solid, so I imagine a week or two, maybe. And that should be in line then when I get the, whatchamacallit, the track IR. Because I think you kind of need the track IR when you're doing truck sim. I tried it in VR the other day just to see what it'd be like. It wasn't bad. Pro Mods needs all the DLC maps though. Ooh, there's a catch. I think they're on special until tomorrow though. So I think for the US, the only one I don't have is Colorado. I have all the other ones. So that could be a good start if we, do the US version. I would like that because I'll just be driving in places I won't have a clue about, and maybe you guys will know where we're flying. Do you know what I mean? So I'll definitely look into it today. It sounds like it's going to be fun. And like, is there many... Like, can you have many players in the multiplayer part of Truckers multiplayer? And like, can you have like a private server, or do you fly or drive with everyone else? I nearly said fly. That's a rookie mistake. They're still there, the Fireflies. There's EU and NA servers. Ah, okay. It's an open server only and no limit to the amount. Sweet. Like, it is a lot of fun. It is a total chilled out environment when you're driving the old truck. Well up to about 3,000. Dude. As in, there's 3,000 people driving around. That's nuts. Oh, that's crazy. Like, I mean, with that new lighting mod they have, it looks insanely good. I mean, that's a huge step forward considering the age of their core game or sim. And I just think it's, there's huge potential here whereby we can go flying and driving. Captain Sickbag says, it sounds like fun. I must investigate. Yeah, no, it is. You can go flying and driving. So, for example, we can go from San Diego up to Las Vegas in the truck sim and then fly back the way. Do you know what I mean? Colonel Fork says, just reporting to say I'm still awake. How does he do it? We just don't know. So Blackie Lot says, yeah, I can't wait for it to be out of the beta. I want to play some truck sim now. It's 03:55 in the morning with Colonel Fork. Oh, dude. Oh. And you flew the entire Chilean route as well. Damage K says it's 1 a.m. here. Dude. It's 08:55 in the morning in Ireland. It's Sunday morning. If you guys are just joining us, hello, hello. Cyberman Drew says, I'm still there. Just doing other stuff until we get to Vegas. Nice. Notting Home says, right, the missus has got up. Need to go, so the Casanova duties for Valentine's. You have a great day, my dude. Many thanks for stopping by. I have to say, I'm going to be looking forward now to a bit of a Euro truck and American truck. Sir Blackie a Lot has just posted a photo over on our Discord. That looks insanely good. That's like a 4-axle tractor unit. That's nuts. So be sure to check out our Discord if you guys are new. Ramble over. That's where we hang about when we're not on the live stream. But yeah, all this talk of trucking, this is going to be sweet. And we have Rainbow Six. So we got to do some Rainbow Six. We got to do some ATS and ETS. So Blackie says, yeah, it's the new 8x4 chassis that's coming with the new update. That's insane. Like, my day job, I work with a transport company, and the vast majority of the fleet, they're Scanias. Most of them are 4x2 axle, so they are it's a G cab Scania, the 410, and then we have some R460s, which are a 6x2 combination. We have a handful of them. 99.9% of our work is domestic, so it's all based in Ireland. So they would start and finish from the one depot, but they'd still easily do 300-400 miles during the day. A lot of the stuff that we do will be collecting kind of row stuff, roll on, roll off, that comes out of the ports, and it's delivered all over the shop. So when it comes to trucking and looking at trucks and to see what trucks can do, it's fantastic. And they're all the next gen Scanias. They're like, the technology in them is fantastic. Like the oldest truck we have, I think, is about 2 years old. Like we got to replace them every 2 years, mainly because the mileage, we double shift them, so they go day and night. It's pretty cool. So Blackie Dot says, would I know the name of the company? You probably, well, you might. You can hit me up on Discord, I'll let you know. Like there's 19 tractor units in the fleet. And they don't stop. We keep them lit. So, sitrep, where are we? We're here. Ooh, halfway. We're waiting on we can see lights on the horizon. Look at this. Look at this. If you look very closely, there's something where the mouse cursor is. Vegas, baby. Speaking of which, we have some music. Ooh. Good morning, fireflies, or good evening, or good night. You join us on this Sunday morning stream. Murphy got his alarm clock all wrong. I thought the rugby was on this week. It's on next week. The alarm clock went off this morning. Mrs. Two-Tone was fast asleep. I woke her up. Wake up. Huh? I said, wake up. What are you doing? I said, the rugby is on. She looked straight into my eyes and said, you big idiot. That's next week. Oh! I said, what do I do now? I'm awake. She replied, go fly your planes. Happy Valentine's Day. And we're here. So I said, right, why don't we go to Vegas? So we took off from San Diego, made a stop at 29 Palms. And now we're on our way to Vegas, baby. Are you digging the tunage? Very nice. We can see the lights way off in the distance. That's Vegas over there. We're here with the fireflies in the distance. There they are. Captain Sickbag says, Murph, have you flown in the Balkans yet? Did a few legs there during the week. It's very scenic. And I ran into a flock of geese. Sounds like we got to give that a shot. Colonel Fork says, suggest 35 right for landing. We'll give it a look. We're going to fly over the city first, take in the sights. Captain Sickback says, I'll send you the flight plan. Yeah, 100%, dude. The music is crazy. If this doesn't wake you up, I don't know what will. We got a hey good buddy. Many thanks, Bomb Zaway. Really appreciate the follow, my dude. Colonel Fork says, of the streams I follow, you're only being beaten by Bob Ross. Bob Ross, the legend. Look at this little guy here. He's gonna paint a tiny, teeny, kind of happy kind of bush here beside him. He's just a happy bush, doing his thing. He knows what he's doing. Come painting with Bob Ross. He's a friendly tree with a big old bark there and nice talkative leaves. Let's try this blue here. We'll mix it. We'll try this big old friendly tree. Happy little clouds. Yeah, that's it. So we have this friendly little tree and the happy little clouds there. Bob Ross, the legend. Cyberman says, Bob Ross was an Air Force Master Sergeant. What? Could you imagine him? Hated yelling at people for a living. Huh. Damage Case says, the wacko is slow. I'm top out at 120 knots. He was a drill instructor. Could you imagine? I'm Senior Sergeant Ross. No, I am Master Sergeant Ross. Your Senior Gunnery Sergeant thingy. You maggots will address me as Sir. I mean, you friendly maggots will address me as Sir. Oh dear. Bob Ross is a legend. That channel on Twitch, it's brilliant. Happy little airman. Let's paint them in there with the happy little clouds. Paint this big old shed. It's just hanging there. It's just doing its thing and waiting. Just grab the brush and just dab it on there. Just dab it in. I'm gonna watch me some Bob Ross today. He never painted people in his paintings and rarely painted buildings. Definitely could never picture a Marine drill instructor becoming a Bob Ross-like personality. I know, right? Clean your brush. Then just whack it off. Just whack it off there. That's it. Get it all nice and cleaned. Now with some happy clouds. Airman putting on combat face paint, taught by Bob Ross. That's some happy little camouflage. Happy little GI party. G Slayer is in the house. He says, "Hey Murph, top of the morning to you." Good to see you, my dude. Happy Valentine's Day. Be it you waking up or maybe going to sleep, welcome to the flying circus, the happy little circus with the happy clouds, the Bob Ross isms. The horizon is getting brighter. Why, that's Las Vegas over that neck of the woods. Sybil says he rose to the rank of Master Sergeant and served as a first sergeant of the clinic at Elson Air Force Base in Alaska, where he first saw the snow and mountains that later appeared as recurring themes in his paintings. He developed his quick painting technique during brief daily work breaks. Ace of Spades says, "Bottom of the evening to you." I think Jan Moorkamp would be our resident Bob Ross with his pixel art. I wonder when he's, digitally designing it, is he saying, "There's some happy little clouds here. Happy little plane. Friendly happy little plane." He's just there, being all happy and saying hi to his other plane friends. We are approaching Las Vegas. 10 minutes out from Henderson. We'll continue flying straight on. Colonel Fork says, "I'm the resident Iceman." Cyberman says, "There's nothing wrong with having a tree as a friend." I have tree friends. Oh, really? Only tree? No, I have tree friends. The trees are my friends. There's nothing wrong with having a log as your friend. Two-Tone Murphy. We're getting close to Vegas, baby. G-Slayer says, "My hometown. Nice. Put the kettle on." Ace's Face says, "Happy little runway. We're just going to make a friendly little approach here to the happy little runway. Just whack the brush." Oh! We can get mileage out of this one. Would you look at this on the horizon? The crack is going to be 90 over there. You can see the Luxor light. Oh yeah. This is the FlyTampa scenery of Las Vegas. Cyberman Drew says Ross created William Alexander with teaching him the wet-on-wet technique, which enabled him to paint 25 to 30,000 paintings over the course of his lifetime. Dude. That's unbelievable. Oh yeah, the music, right? Are we feeling it? 10 letters, 65 is in the house. He says, morning, Murph. Now there's a sight. Cybo says that is awesome that they have the beam and the light showing. How did I never fly over Vegas? Well, this is the FlyTampa version. That's why we're seeing the enhanced Las Vegas. We're getting close. Now I want to watch Ocean's 13. Cyberman says, I didn't know Bob Ross did his entire show for free. Really? Look at the state of this view. Colonel Fork is 24 nautical miles from Henderson. Damage K says the Luxor is cool but old on the inside. I've never been on, like, you talk about bucket lists, Vegas is way up there. Said a source of income was from the Bob Ross Foundation. Sweet. What a legend. Are we feeling the Vegas? Damage K says, also Mr. Rogers was a sniper, very decorated. So we can see Henderson. Then we have the main airport here. There's so many airports around Las Vegas. It's nuts. G Slayer says FlyTampa outdid themselves with this scenery. Oh yeah. So I think that's McCarran. Then you have Vegas North. And then you have, is that Edwards? Or it's Nellis. Colonel Vork says, what, you mean we're not landing at Nellis? Only if you're dangerous. Now, altitude check. We don't need to be that high. So we'll down arrow here a little bit. Fred Rogers was never in the military. That's a myth. Ooh. Yeah, it's Nellis Air Force Base. That's the one. I knew we'd knew it. Right by Nellis is the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Sweet. Welcome to Las Vegas, Nevada. This early morning stream along with the Fireflies. All because Murphy got his times wrong. The rugby is next week. Whoops. Alison Johnson had her eggs Benedict. They were awesome. Nice. Mrs. Two-Tone was awoken this morning by Murphy saying, "Wake up, it's time to watch your rugby." She called me a big idiot. Eggs Benedict Arnold. I just want to see the fountain at the Bellagio. That's going to be all dreamy. I bet she wasn't impressed. No, she wasn't. A Sunday morning of Valentine's Day, woken up by me. Alison says, so loud, those fountains. Really? They do all like different shows and stuff. Look at the state of that view. G Slayer says they added a new football stadium for the Vegas Raiders. Nice. So we're going to do a couple of laps around here just to kind of see it in all its glory. Do you know what I mean? Alison says, yeah, but they go so high, so they make booming sounds. Nice. I believe there are casinos that it's all you can eat and all you can drink, provided you keep playing. Murphy would definitely put them under pressure. Alison says, love me a bit of Vegas, me. I've been there twice now. You lucky duck. All you can lose. Sir, it's an all you can eat and all you can eat or all you can drink buffet. What's the catch? There is none. G Slayer says, nothing more profitable than a drunk gambler. Yes, but my resilience, being Irish, to the drink, they'd have to get scientists to come out. He's still drinking? It'd be like the time Homer Simpson went to hell and they kept feeding him. As long as you tip the servers, they just keep bringing the drinks. Nice. I was in a casino in Newcastle. Newcastle upon Tyne. I forget the name of it. But we were playing... Well, we played a bit of everything. A bit of blackjack. A bit of poker. And then roulette. I won £500 that night. I mean, would you just look at the state of this? Isn't this something? Welcome to Vegas. Does it look familiar? There's a new stadium. Nice. Vegas, baby. Look at the state of this, sports fans. Stands out much more than the default. It absolutely does. Damage K says, ever seen Fear and Loading in Las Vegas? I surely have. Bitmonster says, it looks amazing. Been there for conferences a few times. But the best was driving there with friends from San Francisco via Yosemite and the Hoover Dam. Nice. So we'll turn the autopilot off, which could be a dangerous thing. And we're just going to be, well, we'll check it all out. G-Slayer says the music is so appropriate. Cyberman Drew says, I've only been to Vegas once in 17 years living in SoCal. Allison says, I took my other half for a 50th birthday to Vegas. Nice. Look at the state of this. So I think, is it Fremont? That's where you have like the Golden Nugget. Isn't that the really old casino? And like they have the mob museum. Roundabout 69 is in the house. Is this a modified scenery pack? This is the one from FlyTampa. Look at the state of the view, like. Copper Pete is in the house. Good to see you, my dude. Many thanks for the follow. Roundabout 69. Damage Case says, Fremont is where you see some funny things. The Bellagio. Like, I mean, come on, isn't it off the hook? Sir Blackie Lot has the theme from CSI in his head. Cyberman Drew says, this is absolutely stunning. Couldn't have said it better. We'll ramble on down to downtown. You can zip line between the two Rio Hotel buildings. What? That's amazing. Stratosphere Tower. It's amazing. This is the old strip. Sweet. This is off the hook. Like, for the amount of stuff happening, even the traffic on the ground, all the 3D objects, the amount of buildings, it's nighttime, we're on multiplayer, we're still getting good performance. Military airports are generally scarce in flight sim. Yeah, Nellis is kind of basic. What do you say we fly right down the strip? Gibbo Ireland's in the house. Good to see you, my dude. He says, Murph, how long more will he be on for? Just wondering if I should boot up. We've probably got another 20 minutes. Right. Let's go down the strip. Fly under the awning. You're a daisy if you do. That's the one that takes an hour to rotate? That's awesome. Digging the music, says Roundabout. Many thanks, my dude. There's a bit of wind. Would you look at the state of this? Mind the Eiffel Tower. They won't be happy if you hit that. Look at the state of it. It's amazing, isn't it? If you're just joining us, it's Sunday morning, Valentine's Day. Murphy thought the rugby was on this week. It's actually next week. Mrs. Two-Tone was not impressed. Absolutely incredible. Blazing Monk is now following. Many thanks, my dude. Gibbo Ireland reports Ireland versus France today at 3 p.m. Zulu time. Oh yeah. No, you see, I thought, wait to tell you. I set my alarm clock for early this morning, 5:30 a.m. And when I woke up, Mrs. Two-Tone was still asleep. And I was like, wake up. Huh? I said, wake up. What are you doing? I said, the rugby is on. And she looked deep into my eyes and she said, you big Egypt. It's next week. Ooh. I said, well, I'm awake now. What do I do? She says, go fly your planes. And then I said, Happy Valentine's Day. Bonus stream to Vegas for the win. Copper Pete says, saw Cirque du Soleil, the show over at the MGM Grand. An awesome experience. Nice. So we got one more flight pass, then we're going to head back over to Henderson. Starflex the second says, I'm not sure if I'm being mixed up, but aren't you the slow A320 guy? No. It's GA all the way with us, my dude. That's what we do. So my thanks for everyone for tuning in this early Sunday morning. It is Valentine's Day. I hope whatever you guys get up to is going to bring a great day to you. We got some flying today. Oz Flight Simmer will be online in about 20 minutes. He's going to be flying 747s down in South Africa. A little bit later today, we'll have Colonel Fork 85 with his nighttime Sunday stream. Ace of Spades is away. We'll see you soon, my dude. Would you look at the state of the viewage? So we're making our final fly past this trip. This scenery is that of FlyTampa's. It's available for Microsoft Flight Simulator. As we can see, the Bellagio, complete with fountains. Colonel Fork says, catching the rest of the stream from bed, it's 0441 here. Ooh. Well, this was definitely a lot of fun this evening. Well, this morning. This evening. Are you mad? So our normal service resumes starting next week on Monday. We'll be over on YouTube with our India special, part 2. And then Wednesday and Friday, we're right back here on Twitch. All our streams kick off at 8 p.m. Zulu time. We're going to be checking out the World Update for the UK and Ireland on Wednesday and also on Friday. If you guys like what you see, be sure to hit the follow button. Many thanks for your time. We're going to head down to Henderson Executive Airport, put it on the ground, and then we're going to hit the slots. We'll fly straight in. Copper Pete says the HCS Aviator voice pack has been released. That should be cool in VR to control everything with voice. That sounds amazing, dude. There's nothing worse when you're trying to do your voice stuff in the sim and it just doesn't work. Because you've no buttonage to press. So we'll put our face cam on for the dramatic effect as we're going to try and land this. And then we're going to hit the slots. Put it all on... No, wait, that's not the slots. That's the other thing. Cold coffee time. Ooh. Alison says, remember, if you catch a cab, always say use local routes and not the freeway. Ooh. Is that mainly because of the cost of it, or you'll see more? Do. Gideon says, lovely voice. It's like listening to radio too. Good morning. Many thanks. I have a voice for radio and a face. Hang on. I have a voice for telly. Hang on, I don't know. I have a face for radio and a voice for telly. That's what it is. We got there in the end. It got very confusing. So, landing gear is down. Speed is good. 1 notch of flaps. Let's see what we can do here, sports fans. Alison said, yeah, it's the cost. It goes the long way around. No, like if for me, if I go to Vegas, I want to see everything. I wouldn't walk it. Well, would I? No, probably not. Really? You're going to walk it? No. But yeah, like you want to see as much as you possibly can. We have some windage getting blown around the place. So as I said, this scenery is from FlyTampa. You may have heard about it or you may have seen it and you were thinking, should I get it? It is very good. Alison says you can't see jack from the freeway, I can imagine. Well, you can see like billboards and stuff. For which there is an absolute ton of billboards in this scenery as well. Right, Murph, don't butcher this one. There's people watching. Easy. Easy. Careful now. Careful now. 1-7 right for the win. Touchdown. Into Henderson. Had a bit of breakage here. Finish with our flaps. And we can make the first exit, as was our want. Ooh, look at the moon. Well, I have to say, this is a lot of fun. Nighttime in the desert. Right here in Vegas. So we had a handful of fireflies flying along with us this morning. I thank you very much indeed. I either kept you up from going to bed or got you up out of the bed. It was one or the other. No walking in that 40-degree heat. As you can see, some of the guys come in for a landing. Look at this. Ooh. In a wacko. Very nice. Right, nothing too fancy. That'll do us. Parking brake coming on. Over to our lights. Get our landing lights off. Recognition and strobes can come off here as well. Transponder can now go to off. We're finished with that. Avionics can now go off. And then engines off. There we have it. That was a lot of fun flying here in Las Vegas. Buttons, Murph, buttons. And we'll do something like this. Yes. And this. As the Fireflies will make their inevitable approach. Many thanks, as always, guys, for flying along with me. Our normal service resumes on Monday, 8 p.m. Zulu time over on YouTube, and then Wednesday and Friday of next week, we're right back here on Twitch for more flight simulator goodness. You guys all have a fantastic day or a fantastic night. It is Valentine's Day. We're going to hit the slots and then roulette. Put it all on red 21. But guys, thank you all so very much indeed for joining us. Had an absolute blast. This was a lot of fun. We should do it again sometime. I think next weekend the rugby is on, so... Oh, hang on, we go to the Bellagio. Hang on. We can do it. We can do it. We'll use the force. Don't mind the stuttering. Ooh. Isn't that nice? Right. Until next time, until Monday, have a fantastic day. Look after yourselves. Happy Valentine's. Thanks for tuning in. Go have some breakfast, or maybe tomorrow you will. But until then, look after yourselves. See you soon.